Good morning, everyone. Here's your daily weather briefing for Tuesday, April 20th. We continue with some northerly winds that are pretty breezy today. Choppy conditions on area lakes, especially American Falls Reservoir. Now, we should be pretty much on the dry side until we get till the latter part of this week and heading into the weekend and beyond. Our first storm arrives Thursday night and Friday. That looks like to impact mainly the central mountains and the eastern highlands. Saturday and beyond, things kind of get wacky. It all depends on how quickly the low moves inland, but at least there's an increasing chance of showers by the time we get to later Saturday, and that will continue into the early part of next week. Satellite loop for this morning, there's not a lot going on out there. We have northwest flow over the region. It's dry over eastern Idaho. Some mid and high-level clouds to our west, and also some clouds moving through the northern plains east of the divide across portions of Montana and Wyoming. But like I said, we're not really going to see much until we get, at least precipitation-wise, past Wednesday into the early part of Thursday. Our weather and impacts outlook matrix, again, the main impacts today and again tomorrow most likely. Some breezy conditions, lake wind conditions across American Falls Reservoir. It will remain breezy across the Magic Valley and also into the South Hills. Now tomorrow there's a very, very, very low chance of a shower down around Bear Lake, down to the Bear River Range. But then we start to see, as that moisture moves in Thursday, some showers maybe as far south as Bear Lake, but most likely the eastern highlands up around Chalice, also into Lemhi County. Winds switch to the west and southwest, so we start a warming trend on Thursday. It remains breezy. We start to expand the showers just a little bit. There could be a few showers on Friday across the upper plain, and then things get tricky on Saturday. I think Sunday and maybe not even until Monday we start to see a better chance of rain and snow showers, maybe a few thunderstorms across all areas of central and eastern Idaho. Maybe as early as Saturday across portions of the Snake Plain and the Magic Valley. Elsewhere, it will definitely be breezy and increasing showers across the highland areas, the mountainous areas, as we go through that particular period of time. Now, looking at those winds for today, they're going to be out of the north and northeast pretty much all across the board today. You can see a little bit of a lull of winds laying up just a little bit this morning. These wind gusts this afternoon picking up about 20 to 30 miles an hour, I should say, by mid to late morning, and they'll fluctuate just a little bit, maybe picking back up again by afternoon. And then this evening they continue another little surge of winds across portions of the upper Snake Plain up towards the Centennial Mountains, the mountains along the Montana border. And that surge of winds works down overnight tonight, and those wind gusts will persist, and then they let up a little again. We always see this little bit of a lull towards sunrise, and then they'll pick up again tomorrow afternoon, or at least in the morning briefly, and then start, at least for tomorrow, they'll start weakening just a bit into the afternoon hours. So how are things looking temperature-wise? For today, we're looking at near 50 in the upper Snake Plain, closer to the mid to upper 50s once you get towards Burley, Oakley, Twin Falls, Shoshone. Stanley will be near 50. Still up in the high country, it's going to be in the 30s and 40s, really, really up high if you want to try to venture up towards elevations like, say, the top of the Lemhi Range, the Lost River Range. We're going to still remain in the 20s. For tomorrow morning, it's going to be chilly once again, closer to freezing across portions of the Magic and Treasure Valleys. Farther north and east will be well down into the 20s. Single digits and teens in the cold places like Stanley and the Copper Basin region. And then we begin to warm up tomorrow. Temperatures in the low to mid 60s from basically American Falls west, 56 in Rexburg, closer to 60 in Chalice, low 50s in Stanley. Heading in the mountains, we're going to be in the 40s and 50s as well. And then we continue to warm up on Thursday with that wind switching the other direction out of the south and west and kind of remaining a bit gusty overnight. It'll be in the mid-30s across portions of the South Hills into the Magic Valley. Still below freezing across much of central and eastern Idaho. And then Thursday, look at that, temperatures in the mid to upper 60s, maybe even pushing towards 70 if you're heading towards Mountain Home. Otherwise, in the low 60s around Chalice. It'll be near 60 in the upper Snake Plain. And then Friday morning, temperatures continue to warm up. We're going to be fairly similar temperature-wise on Friday. Saturday, we will warm up just a little bit more. We have a little bit more of a south wind. We might have a little bit more sunshine on Saturday, but temperatures into the Magic Valley pushing it looks like into the lower 70s by that particular point in time. But again, for today at least, it's going to be cooler. We got those northerly winds with some choppy conditions, especially in American Falls Reservoir. We don't see any precipitation returning until storm number 1 arrives Thursday night and Friday. And the chance of precipitation once we get beyond Saturday increases. It's just a matter of when. It may not be until we get into the first part of the work week next week. All right, everyone, have a great day, and do stay safe out there, everyone.